Well, welcome to the Daily Wander. You can see, different trike, different adventure. We're off on a full fat adventure now. Who knows where we'll go? Well, as I mentioned earlier, got a new trike in the stable. I've been looking for a while, pondering, thinking, can I afford it? Can I live without it? But I took the plunge because I got a good deal on a nice full fat. That's hard to explain what a full fat means, except I've got 4.8-inch tires on this thing. And connect that to that electric motor over there, and this thing goes everywhere. Now, having a trike makes all the difference when you're negotiating this kind of stuff. Why I'm negotiating? Well, we've had quite an adventure so far. Come to find out, this full fat is quite trail capable. I did get turned around when a couple ruts got, probably 3 feet deep, just because I got tired of playing the balance act on top of them. But on this road, which here I'll turn around and show it to you. Is well within the capabilities of this trike. Still out another 4 inches of water down there. Some of these little holes are pretty deep. I've done this road once on a snow machine, and it just got so old bouncing these ruts, these holes up and down and up and down, that it was like, yeah, I don't need to do that again. But now that I got my little trike here, and there you go, give you an idea. This is downright fun. Well, we're on day 4 of this full fat journey. First week, really just testing this full fat trike out to see where it can go, what it can do. So far, it's pretty impressive. So right now I find myself, and I'll turn this around here, on this, well, kind of a track. In the winter, it's a snow machine trail. In the summer, motorized vehicles aren't really allowed out here, so it's kind of overgrown, but we're just out here on the flood project. Beautiful fall colors. It's been raining and raining, so everything's pretty wet right now. But it might dry out here in a little bit, but we're just kind of continuing along to see how can it push this big brush, how that kind of affects, well, everything, me included. So we're going to keep going here. Hopefully the weather will clear up a little bit more because it's been pretty nasty. Well, we find ourselves on day 7, first week of the full fat journey completed, and well, this is a pretty remarkable trike. And I actually own 2 ice trikes. I've got this full fat now. I also own an Ice Adventure trike with a 26-inch rear tire on it, and it's got the electric assist as well. And definitely you wouldn't want to compare the 2 trikes. But if you were sitting there saying, wow, which one should I buy? I guess that just really depends on what your purpose is. I certainly would not enjoy being out in the woods on these trails and in the mud and stuff like that as much on the Adventure, just because that's not what it's designed for. And at the same time, on the full fat, when you get on the pavement and start just going cruise mode, well, the truth is big knobby tires, it's a little noisy, and you certainly can get speed, but it's just not the same experience. But so far, for the purposes I bought this trike has worked out remarkably well. So I'm back on one of these little trails here, and I'll turn around and show you. So I'm back here on this trail, and again, this time of year, pretty bumpy. Fall's definitely in the air, which is kind of sweet. I'm not sure how far I can go because eventually this goes down into the swamplands, and I'm not wanting to really get that wet today. But we're going to keep going down this trail. Once the snow gets here and this thing smooths out, this is going to be a spectacular little winter wonderland. So we're going to keep going here, see how far we can get. We'll show you a little bit along the way. So, week 1, it's been a good week. Not really sure how many miles I've put on the old full fat this week, but quite a few actually. I've been able to get, what is it, 9 rides in 7 days. Only took 1 day off just because, well, I have 2 trikes, got to ride both of them. But this is the full fat, and as you can see, those 26-inch by 4.8 tires are huge. The ground clearance is just unbelievable. When you look at it, I think they say it's about 10 inches, but you kind of get an idea there about where it's at. I opted for the roll-off hub back here. A little dirty at the moment because of where we're riding, but that's a sweet, sweet hub. Those gears are spaced just about as evenly as you could get, but it makes doing this kind of riding out here just pretty enjoyable. Definitely enjoyable. So I think we're gonna call this a wrap for this week's video so we can get it up. If you have questions or comments or any of that kind of stuff, feel free to share those. Hit that subscribe button if, well, this kind of stuff interests you. Let's see. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff you're supposed to say, but I don't remember what it is. But enjoy it. Thanks for coming along on the Daily Wander as we begin week 2 of our full fat journey.